How to maximize cash flow, reduce late attendance of employees through a foolproof system, and eliminate at least 2 hours of work with a 7-in-1 cloud-based POS system. For a case study, we are partners with Kurumi Milk Tea. We started off from just one branch some time ago, and then they have now grown to 27, especially during the pandemic. This was one of the memorable ones for UTAK POS because it was so fulfilling and so humbling to be able to talk to to a group like theirs, and you're not sure of the future. You're not sure if they will grow, but you know that they mean well. You know that they will be big. They have a great company, they have a great leader, and you know that they were going to go places. But like what Steve Jobs says, you can only connect the dots looking back. And it was just such a honor to be able to work with them. Imagine not knowing what the future will hold, and you suddenly grew from 1 to 27, even in the pandemic. So it was such a great experience to work with them. It wasn't easy. We had to work hard day in, day out, but I think that our technology helped them. It helped them make their reports more efficient. They're able to take care of their franchisees, make sure that they're selling the right item, make sure that they have the right product mix, they have enough inventory to sell, all of these things. And there are 27 branches all over the Philippines in different areas, and they each had their different challenges. So we had to face that together, and we're very happy for their success, and we will continue to support them from 1 to 27 and beyond. Duna My Cafe also has a special place in the heart of the UTAK POS team. Duna My Cafe is particularly unique because they are a cafe in Quezon City, which their team is composed of persons with disabilities or PWDs. And of course, that in itself is a challenge to be able to execute the day in, day out operations, managing of inventory, just like a normal cafe. And so it was very important that the store team, the PWDs, could use a system that was very user-friendly, easy to understand, and be able to execute easily what they had to do, which is punch in sales, record inventory. And so UTAK POS gave that to them. We have a very user-friendly interface. We have a very understandable system that allowed them to understand what they had to do. It made it simpler for them, which made the day-in, day-out activity sales generation better, more efficient, because they could execute better. And I think that in any business, execution is the key. And well, it doesn't matter if you're like a normal person, or if you're a person with disabilities. It's no excuse. A business is a business. You still have to provide a great service. You have to be able to still track your inventory. So it has to be as easy as possible. And for Duna My Cafe, we help them achieve that. And so we're very proud, because if you're able to give confidence to these people, if you're able to make them feel hopeful that, yeah, I can be like a regular barista, I can do it like the others, there's nothing different about me, I can execute as well as other people. And I think that confidence is what we help inspire. And we're happy that the technology of UTAK, or technology in general, is really helpful in bridging the gap between execution and know-how and ease of use. For Chaboba Philippines, this was another very popular brand right now of milk tea that also started, with around a few stores, and now they're getting bigger. They have multiple stores all over the Philippines. They are growing very fast, and they have franchises all over as well. And so for them, the important part was, number one, they needed a partner that they can work with, a partner who will work with them, who will really help them with their expansion, help with their concerns with inventory, sales monitoring. And so we were happy to be that partner with them. It was quite a great experience. The challenges of having to, for let's say the management or for the owners, to always be on the go. But even if they're on the go, they had to know what was happening in every store. So our system allowed them to have that access. Imagine being able to see your sales while you're driving your car. while you're at home, while you're at the mall, in the middle of a meeting. You can literally see your sales and inventory. And they update the sales updates in seconds. So not only is it real time, it will get to you in real time. So if I punch in a sale at 2:55 p.m., your cashier punches in at 2:55, you'll be able to see it within 3 seconds. Imagine the convenience and power of being able to know what's happening in every store at any time. For cubes and hangers, being in a general merchandise store, this was also one of the other clients that we're very proud of. When you say general merchandise, it's a very traditional industry. So usually it's just pen and paper. You have to rely on people walking in, the online ordering like what the other delivery apps do, or for the online selling. It's not so common in general merchandise. So cubes and hangers had to adjust. They knew that in order to survive, they needed to be able to sell items remotely. They needed their customers to order from their own houses without having to walk into the store. That's where UTAK POS came in. We helped take their business online. And that's very important in this time and age. Now, the truth about POS systems is that, well, there are two ways about it. Either you stick with your manual reports, meaning you're going to use ball pen, paper, notebooks, and it's very common. A lot of businesses are still using that until now. So that's very hard. I mean, it's not efficient. It's 2 to 3 hours of extra work, overtime. Let's be honest, it's prone to abuse, prone to pilferage, and so it's very, very hard to manage. And because it's pen and paper, you have to be there physically in order to make things happen. You have to be there physically to make sure that the proper records are done. And that's also very taxing on your time. On the other end, you will have the traditional POS, the big desktops. They cost 100 to 150,000 pesos. And honestly, that's very expensive. At this time and age, the name of the game is to build smaller or have less expenses or less OPEX or CAPEX, but able to generate sales. How can you do that if on your point of sale system alone, you already spend 100 to 150,000 pesos? So by having that issue, it's still a very big problem. So imagine you have either pen and paper on one end, an expensive POS on the other, and that expensive POS is not even built for online. It's still manual. You will still have to be in the store to see the sales. And it's not even real time. And that's why I think that that's the main problem here. And later we'll show you that's what UTAK POS is all about. We are right in the middle. We provide an affordable service that is way better than pen and paper. But it's not free, sure. But it's way cheaper, around 1/5 to 1/4 the cost of 150,000. So it comes out like 1,500 pesos a month. For only 1.5 a month or 50 pesos a day, it will even provide an even better service. So that is what UTAK POS offers. And honestly, businesses from small to medium to micro, they all deserve better. Everyone needs a fighting chance. Everyone needs a level playing field. And we firmly believe that technology will play a hand in that. Technology allows for the small players to go up against the giants. Technology is the ultimate equalizer. And we firmly believe that UTAK POS will be able to provide that equality in a way. It's not just about the most hardworking or the business which the most money that will win or will succeed. Actually, no. We firmly believe that it's your ability to adjust, to be efficient, to use new technologies, to make things more efficient. And that in turn will help make the operations more profitable. You'll be using less money on a day-to-day, and ultimately, you'll be able to manage your business better. That's what technology can do for you, and that's what UTAK POS can do for any business. Whether it's one store or 100 stores, it doesn't matter. Technology knows no boundaries, technology does not discriminate. It can help you if you allow it to. Okay. We have over 1,000 customers served and counting. And UTAK POS improves employee attendance using the selfie check-in feature. Employees can simply take a selfie to sign in when they take their breaks and when they sign out of work. The selfie feature ensures that your employee is signing in personally. And honestly, the reason why this feature is there is because I think you would, a lot of you watching know about when they would come in late, they would ask their companion in the store to log in for them, to clock in for them. And that's something that we wanted to avoid. So that's why this selfie feature ensures that they will literally be in the store, because if they're not there, then their picture won't come out on the selfie. So there's going to be a problem there. You can audit that, you can check it without having to be in the store all the time. UTAK POS reduces business owner workload by up to 2 hours via real-time dashboard. 2 hours is a lot. You do that every day, that 2 hours adds up. And when we talked about earlier about family life, those 2 hours, when that adds up, I think your family will feel that. You can save time with the real-time dashboard. We're talking real-time within 3 seconds. It will allow you to see your sales, inventory, staff attendance from anywhere, in the mall, during your family reunion, in your house, in your car, no matter where you are, no matter where you need to be. UTAK POS will give it to you in real time. The dashboard is also compatible with multiple devices. So if you have a laptop, tablet, cell phone, desktop, it doesn't matter. You can see your sales anytime and anywhere. And of course, no need to manually encode and reconcile the books. So UTAK lets you generate those reports in seconds, and it's already Excel. Okay? That's one other problem. You have the numbers, but you have to transfer it into Excel. That is the time killer. So in our case, by having it instantly in real time and it's already downloadable into Excel, it will save you so much time already. Okay? UTAK POS also reduces the long queues, which is a good problem, but you want to also avoid that. So you want to improve the customer waiting by integrating the POS system and letting customer orders come ahead of time. So customers are able to order ahead via mobile. Merchants will receive the orders through their online website of UTAK, which it is integrated into the POS tablet. This will reduce customer waiting time, and it will also have the correct customer information, as well as being able to have a bigger average check. Okay, the reason why is that because people want to get in advance, they're able to plan. And because they want to make their trip and the resources to do the trip worthwhile, you want to, in a way, order as much as you can. So the advanced order, for a lot of UTAK POS's clients, their average check went up by at least 60% because they will now plan it. They can now bring their car, they can now bring family or friends to be able to carry the stocks or whatever they bought. So they end up purchasing more when they're able to plan it in advance. UTAK POS also ensures BIR compliance with the receipt printer upgrade. So yeah, we have a Bluetooth printer which allows you to print receipts and removes the task of manually writing it down. And when you have customers with a lot of orders, I think you guys do know how long it takes to write down the complete description of the item, to write down the multiple descriptions of all the items they bought, the price, the centavos, the peso. You put that all together on an OR manually, it can take you a very long time. And I think from 30 seconds to 5 minutes, that's an eternity when you have a long line behind them. So this is very important for that as well. Okay? What takes manually to be done in, let's say, 30 seconds to 1 minute, UTAK POS's printer can give it to you in maybe 2 to 5 seconds. So that's a very big difference. UTAK POS reduces customer complaints and helps you take on plenty of customers via the sticker printer upgrade. So this sticker printer is really not just for milk tea or beverages, but especially now that there are a lot of takeout or delivery, you want to properly label your packaging. There are many instances where the staff in the store will give to the wrong rider, they will give it to the wrong customer, and that will take you triple the effort, resources, and time to get it back and send them a new stock. So it's very important that you get it right. So by having the sticker, you're organized, it helps with incoming orders efficiently, and of course, it cuts down the time in preparing the orders. How many times have you seen a milk tea shop with or a cafe or coffee shop which have like 20 orders? They all look the same. They're different flavors, but they all color brown or they have different sugar levels. All of that is so important to track properly because, of course, you want to get the customer's orders right. UTAK POS helps also cash flow. It manages the inventory, cost, and employee attendance time in, time out. So it auto-computes your balance, your expenses, and reduces the manual tallying at the end of the day. So when you're talking about when you purchase ice, right? That's usually the pattern. Ice, supplies like ball pen, folder, paper, trash bag. All of these things, you have to manually record it along with the receipts. In our case, you can record it in the system. The staff can put it into the system, and this file you can download into Excel as well. And the most important part here is you can literally see what's your running balance or how much money is in the cash drawer at any given time. And that's very important for your cash flow management. Okay? And of course, the attendance, as we mentioned, it also has the auto-computing of the employee hours, and you're able to download that in Excel. So we understand that many times to do that every cut-off for every month is very tedious. And that's salary. You have to get that right. That's somebody's salary. That's the money you pay them. So you want it to be done right, but you also want it to be done efficiently. So our system can help do that because imagine manually transferring all their attendance into from pen and paper to Excel. We can download directly into Excel. So it will save you at least 1 to 3 hours because of that. And there are less mistakes because you're not anymore manually inputting the numbers. And the mistake is very bad when it comes to salary. UTAK POS will also help you to be online ready. You can sell via social media, Instagram, Facebook. UTAK POS, they offer a free website, an online website that charges no commission fees. You can just simply go there. Your customers can go there on their cell phones and order anytime from anywhere. It can help bridge the gap between your physical store and them. And of course, you can have also a database that you can see the records of your customers. The summary of features and benefits. Number one, it maximizes cash flow. Auto computes for sales, keeps track of inventory. You should never run out of your best-selling item. At the same time, you also don't want to keep stock of your slow-moving item too much because that's sleeping money. Employee attendance, the work hour report, it will reconcile the revenue and reduce instances of short, variance, or wrong encoding, which happens a lot, especially at the end of the day. You can take on more customers and while staying on top of it with the sticker printer upgrade. And overall, it will make the ordering easier for your customers and increases customer satisfaction and loyalty. They can order via website, they can order ahead, and you can get accurate customer information that will help you bring them back to you. Okay? And of course, BIR compliance with the receipt printer upgrade, which is very important as well. Okay. Option one, gritting it out and sticking to the usual way of pen and paper. You can save money by sticking to the usual way of reconciling the books via pen and paper, but this won't cost you anything, but it will require a lot of manual labor and checking and resources and time on your part. And that's not good. Also, you might be thinking of investing the usual POS. And again, at this time and age with slower sales and not much traffic count, 100 to 150,000 is quite a lot of money. So you definitely want to make sure that you use a cost-effective system. It will definitely make your life easier, but at the same time, I think that's too much money and you'll be ending up trying to play catch up. And with the unpredictability of these times, you kind of want to be safe on your cash flow. Option 3, the UTAK POS way. That's the best way actually. Let's be honest. It is possible to keep track of inventory, sales, and cash flow manually. You can do it pen and paper. It's been done for a while, for a long time. Additionally, you can invest in a bigger POS, a more expensive one, instead of the pen and paper. But you can also even stick to the employee punch cards. You can just do it manually as a way to time in, time out. All of these options, it's being done right now. It can make you a bit more efficient. But doing all of these has some drawbacks or some consequences. You have to work an extra 2 to 3 hours, which is a lifetime. On top of a very busy day, meeting suppliers, selling, producing, managing your staff. These require more time, it's more pressure, and then with the expensive POS, you have to literally make more money in order to make up for that. That shouldn't be the case. So I think with UTAK POS, you don't need all of this. You don't have to sacrifice the time of your family. You're not going to be as tired. And what's more, you're going to save that 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 3 hours actually. And we firmly believe that UTAK, we can fix all this. We offer a better option. It's not even a more expensive option. It's a better option. It's a more efficient option. It's a cheaper option. Usually when somebody would be selling you something, they will tell you, it's really good, but it's really expensive. We are the complete opposite. We are great quality, but we are also very affordable. I think we have a very good balance of the both. We have better technology, and we are 1/4, 1/5 the price of a traditional POS. And a lot of these 150,000 systems, it's all offline. They don't have the capacity to do online. You won't know your sales in real time. You have to go there. So imagine you spend more money on the POS, yet you have to spend money still and resources to go to the store. I don't think that's fair. UTAK POS will offer you an affordable system that will also save your time. You don't even have to be in the store, and it's 1/5 the price. I mean, that's a very good deal. So in this case, we hope that you can keep track of both your cash flow, your staff attendance, all this stuff that you have to do. Sales monitoring, attendance, inventory. I'm telling you, UTAK can help you your revenues by at least 25%. It will save you at least 2 to 3 hours a day. And it should improve attendance by 95%. You deserve better, and UTAK POS can give that to you. Okay? So, UTAK POS supported Kurumi as they grew from 1 to 27 branches. UTAK POS also allowed Chaboba owners to work in real time. They could see the sales from anytime and anywhere. They actually had a competitor. They were with somebody else, but they shifted to us because we are a great partner. They needed a dependable partner, and UTAK POS was that for them. And so they were able to share their concerns. We would work on it in real time just so that we can help take care of the operations and support the operations, the day-to-day activities of every store, every franchisee. UTAK POS also helped Cubes and Hangers. It helped monitor sales remotely. They didn't have to be physically in contact in order to push the business forward. And that's the good thing about it with Cubes and Hangers. Duna My Cafe, the PWD people there, they had the system easier to use. So because it's easier for them to use, the PWDs will become more effective in executing day-to-day activities, taking orders, preparing the orders, taking care of the customers, managing inventory. It still was an important part of Duna My Cafe, and we helped them achieve that by having a very efficient and user-friendly system. Okay? UTAK POS will help you maximize cash flow. It will auto-compute your sales. It will keep track of inventory. Easier way of employee attendance. Generating employee work hour reports will be very easy as well. It will reconcile the revenue, reduce instances of short, variance, and coding, allows you to take on more customers. It gives you a free website, and it helps you the BAR, makes it easier to keep track of current orders. You can work on any tablet, and the after sales is very good. So any problem on a day-to-day basis, we're there for you, or UTAK POS is there for you.